lure spreads. I get often asked about lure spreads. With tournament season coming up, let's start off with an all hooked lure spread. We're not bait and switch fishing. We're pulling hooks in our lures. We're looking for big fish. We're hunting, we're searching, so we have a pattern that's gonna elicit a lot of strikes. Hey, if it works, please send me a message and say, hey, Chris, thanks. Caught a big one on that one. We won $400,000. I will go into some other patterns in other videos, so subscribe to my channel, Waterman, and get alerts when I do drop more videos. Let's start with the lure spread. Get your dredges, your teasers, whatever it is that you choose to pull up close to the boat, get that rolling. Next thing, what I'm gonna recommend is we pull a scoop type lure. This is a Bomboy Magilla, awesome lure. A lot of history behind this. Not always an easy lure to obtain, but we will be getting some limited stock of this in GZ, so keep an eye out for them. Moyes makes a really good one. I think it's called a 1305 or an Argus. Bonds makes a Violator. Bart makes one. It's a scoop lure. What you're gonna get out of that action is a little bit of wander, pop, a little bit of wander, pop. Think of this as the teaser with a hook in it to get the fish away from all your commotion up close to the boat and get them into the spread. You almost don't want them to fully eat it, but put a hook in it. Like I said, we're running an all hook spread. First lure in your pattern, up close, whether you start with the short bait on your left or on your right. In this scenario, we're gonna start with it on the left. I'm gonna probably have this one because we're gonna have some teasers, right, so forth. I'm gonna have this one right at the top of wave 2, high angle, out of the rigger. If you get a fish up behind it, it isn't fully committing, reel it down a little bit in the rigger. If you're using tag lines, the lower the angle goes on this, the more movement you're gonna get out of it. Second bait, a hard head style lure. This is an Aloha Sundowner, so this is your next bait over. Gonna run an all weather, gonna be a high hookup lure. If he misses that scoop face lure, he's still all fired up from the aggression and everything of that. It's gonna pile on what it sees next, which is gonna be this lure, which you're gonna run on wave 3. Again, high angle in the rigger. Bring it down if you get a lazy fish and you need to get a little more wiggle or movement out of it, but have it up higher to begin with to try and get a better hookup rate. And this is gonna be a straight runner. This is an Aloha Sundowner, a Lihi Kai hard head, something like that. So now we're almost starting the spread over again. So we had our teasers, we had our scoop face lure, then we had an easy meal. Now we're gonna start again and spark that fish back up into the spread. Say maybe he got fired up on the scoop lure, maybe he missed the hard head, now he's fading into the spread and you wanna spark him back up again. So what I would say there is something like Marlin Magic Ruckus, probably one of the most famous lures in the history of fishing right here. This is a ruckus. I'd run that ruckus on that short rigger. You're gonna be running that probably about wave 4. Keep it as high up and in the angle in that rigger as you possibly can and leave it up in there. If he keeps missing it, he's behind it and he's missing it, you can reel it down a little bit and kind of soften the action. You might get a better drive out of it. But I would say a Marlin Magic Ruckus on that short rigger lure, say wave 4. Also, Aloha Lures Bambucha is another really good one. Something that's gonna be sparky, push water, spark, push water, a medium Koya Lures, medium poi dog, something like that. Now we're going a little bit farther in the spread. Koya Lures 9+. Now this is debatable. I'm gonna give you 2 options here. If you don't think you do very well on bullets in your area, we'll switch this out. But I'm gonna dare you to pull this bullet there. For guys that don't pull bullets very often, you think this is just something for tunas. It is not. Trust me on this. Give it a run on that next rigger down. We're now at wave 5. I like the Koya 9+. Could also do a Tsutomu, like a larger bullet. You could do the Aloha Lures Deep 6 is a really, really good one. The XL Deep 6 is badass. Some good bullet that gets a ripple out of it. I don't want too heavy of a bullet. I want a bullet that's gonna come up and ripple, and you're gonna want Flashaboo on it. Look, if you don't like bullets and you don't wanna have a bullet there, put an invert lure there. Kraken makes a good one called the Hollow Point. Aloha Lures makes the Beauty. Everybody's got a cup face. Bart makes an Abaco Prowler. Something like that if you don't feeling the bullet. Now, we're gonna go back down to the stinger, and here's something a little bit different. Just try this. This spread's for the tournaments coming up. You're looking for a nice fish. You're blue marlin fishing or black marlin fishing, looking for a good one. This is gonna sound really weird to you guys. Pull a Mold Craft Magnum wide range on your stinger or just your regular purple or black soft head. I like the Magnum because it's super, super loud, but if not, use the regular one. And that's gonna be down on your stingers. We have this thought that they always just come up right behind the boat. Sometimes they actually come from back behind you and they work their way up through the spread. If they're coming up into the spread and this is the first thing they see, this is a really easy meal for one of those fish. It's soft. They could miss it a bunch of times, and if they miss it a bunch of times, what you're gonna do, pops out of the stinger and they're behind it, pull it away from them and use this as a teaser with a hook in it to draw them up into your spread. Now you're whipping this away from him. He's pissed, he's chasing it. Get him right up into your spread. Now he misses it and he finally gives up on it, doesn't commit to it or loses it in the wash. Well, now you have 4 lures that it gets to choose from as it leaves the spread. So this is a great stinger bait. I know it doesn't sound like it. The old theory is put something really small on the stinger, and look, if we were tuna fishing or just meat fishing, it's a different story. But I'm telling you, tournament fishers, run this on your stinger. It's a soft bait. They'll continually whack it, hit it, come after it. Crazy as it sounds, I'd almost go as far as not even putting a hook in it and having it back there where you could tease one up into the rest of your spread. But with this spread, everything's got a hook in it. So put your hook in it. This one's gonna be down on the stinger. That right there is one of about 1 million spreads that I'm gonna throw at you guys over time. Subscribe to the Waterman YouTube channel. I'm gonna continually throw out tips tips, techniques, lure spreads. I'll try and do one every few weeks, put one up here for you guys. Check out GZ Tackle Co. We have the finest tackle out there. We have all the lures that I just discussed in this spread. Anything you're after, I'm on there all the time. If you need help with something, I can even build a custom spread for you guys. So check that out, GZ Tackle Co. Follow me on my adventures as I fish all over the place and while we fish on the benchmark here in Kona. That's one spread, tournament spread for you guys. Hey, if it works, please send me a message and say, hey, Chris, thanks. Caught a big one on that one. We won $400,000. Shoo!